that was God's way of speaking to me. That was my spirit guide saying, "Hey, you're absolutely right. And look, she is an example, but spirit speaking to you." So I sat down and I said that. I said, "I'm gonna book this one." And I said, "And when I do, I'm gonna post a video about it." I pick up my phone and I go to Instagram. The first video I see is my friend Amy. She's showing, and she shows her self tapes a lot, you know. So I see the self tape, I see her, but the voiceover to it is very specific, and I'll put it in right here. And it's just basically saying the same thing that I just said, you know, don't give up, basically.
Next plot twist is that things are about to get really good. I think this world is going to open up for you in unimaginable ways. I think you're walking into your best chapter yet.
Your hard work, you know, we say it all the times. There's seasons, right? So you plant the seeds. Like, we need to really understand that you're planting the seeds, and not every season is a reaping season, period. I know we want to move nonstop, and I know we see a lot of people moving nonstop, you know what I mean? But there are other things going on too, on why you may be having this break. And that's why I'm saying I'll speak to that a little bit in a different video, because things have not been easy these last 2 years for me. Um, with that said, I see Amy's video. The voiceover is saying that, right? So I notice it, right? Because it's like I see her, it's like I love Amy, so it's like yeah, you know. But now I'm realizing like what the voiceover is saying. So then I read her caption. It's literally saying the exact thing I said I would do the video for, and I'm going to show you it. When I say to me, that, and not even to me, I know that was God's way of speaking to me. That was my spirit guide saying, "Hey, you're absolutely right. And look, she is an example." If you hear knocking, that's my refrigerator. It talks. But she is the example. Right when I said it though, and I sit down and God confirms it. Spirit confirms it. You know what I mean? Like, that to me is just like, it's always so beautiful and amazing. My friends will tell you, I am one of you know, like, I'm a spiritual person, so I'm always talking like woo woo and stuff like that a lot. Um, but I'm also always the one, like, this stuff will never get old to me. Like, confirmation, validation, spirit speaking and saying, "Hey, listen, it will never get old for me." I find it so fascinating and amazing that that would be line up like that. Like, and then again, that was the same day as the callback, right? And then after seeing that video, maybe like 30 minutes later, an hour later, I get called by my agent who says, maybe like 2 hours later, I get a call by my agent who says, "You're on a bail." So I'm like, this is so like just the validation, you know? And then I said, "Do they do first avails, second avails anymore?" You know, because I'm not, I book commercials, and people know, you know, I book commercials. But I'm not what you call a commercial girly. Like, I feel like when we call commercial girlies, or commercial people, it's like, you know, like my friend Amy, like, she books constantly, right, and consistently. Like, they just have that type and that way that, like, people, you know, like, just the commercial world loves. I don't consistently just book, you know. Let's watch your words. I have not in the past consistently just book commercials, right? Like, so I book more theatrically, right? But both, you know. But damn, why was I saying that? Why was I saying that? Lost my train of thought. I was saying that my agent called me from. Oh, so I'm not. So I'm. So it's funny because I always feel like I'm kind of new to commercial. You know, like, I be in it and and then I come out and then I be in it. You know what I mean? Like, I have seasons with it, right? Where it's like I'm auditioning a lot, I'm booking, and then I have seasons where it's like all theatrical and you know what I mean? Like, I have seasons. So I kind of, it's like getting up to date. It's like, all right, so what are they doing now in the commercial world? You know what I mean? So I was like, are they doing avails? And I mean, like, first avail, second avail, third avail. She was like, no, they don't do that anymore. They just put you on avail. I said, okay, well, I'm gonna just claim it. And she was like, yeah. I said, yeah, I'm gonna just claim it. So when I hung up with her, what did I do? Oh, I put right in my calendar, I got a fitting on this day, I got a shoot on this day. You know what I mean? And I know we all use manifestation tools. I know we all, and it's like everybody is not booking the same job. Everybody is like, no matter how you, so things are aligning. But I do just want to encourage you. Everything is happening for your highest good, especially if you know that and you're putting it out there and you keep reminding yourself of there. Because let me just tell you, I mean, I'm tired. You can look at me and tell I'm tired. But I am tired, but I have not given up. You know what I'm saying? And again, it's not all about this acting thing, so I don't want y'all to think it's all about that, but this is a win, and I'm grateful.